Kierkegaard's perspective on Socratic irony. Kierkegaard's most well-recognized views on Socrates are from his dissertation, The Concept of Irony, with continual reference to Socrates. There, he argues that Socrates is not the ethical figure that the history of philosophy has thought him to be, but rather an ironist in all that he does. Socrates does not just speak ironically, but is ironic. Indeed, while most people have found Aristophanes' portrayal of Socrates an obvious exaggeration and caricature, Kierkegaard goes so far as to claim that he came very close to the truth in his depiction of Socrates. He rejects Hegel's picture of Socrates ushering in a new era of philosophical reflection, and instead argues that the limits of Socratic irony testified to the need for religious faith. As opposed to the Hegelian view that Socratic irony was an instrument in the service of the development of self-consciousness, Kierkegaard claims that irony was Socrates' position or comportment, and that he did not have any more than this to give. Later in his writing career, Kierkegaard comes to think that he has neglected Socrates' significance as an ethical and religious figure. In his final essay entitled My Task, Kierkegaard claims that his mission is a Socratic one. That is, in his task to reinvigorate a Christianity that remained the cultural norm, but had, in Kierkegaard's eyes, nearly ceased altogether to be practiced authentically, Kierkegaard conceives of himself as a kind of Christian Socrates, rousing Christians from their complacency to a conception of Christian faith as the highest, most passionate expression of individual subjectivity. Kierkegaard therefore sees himself as a sort of Christian gadfly. The Socratic call to become aware of one's own ignorance finds its parallel in the Kierkegaardian call to recognize one's own failing to truly live as a Christian. The Socratic claim to ignorance, while Socrates is closer to knowledge than his contemporaries, is replaced by the Kierkegaard's claim that he is not a Christian, though certainly more so than his own contemporaries.